and the APRC desk officer, Honorable Senin Bai, amongst many others, fulfilled all requirements and was declared duly fit to contest the post. Fun was followed by 21 other aspirants vying for seats in the 22-ward region. Amongst them are two women, Janet Sise, incumbent candidate for Njao Ward, and Aminata Jallo of Bani Ward. According to the two women, they intend to give a voice to the women of their wards by championing projects that would improve the political and socio-economic status of women. The women have moved from being passive to active players in national development. The two women declared attempts by some men to restrict women's participation, insisting that as citizens they are better placed to address the problems confronting society. Whilst anticipating stiff competition from their opponents, the duo are optimistic that they would emerge victorious. Several other candidates are incumbents. Among them are Mamad Mbai of Kawur Ward, Alaji Nene Cham of Galemanda Ward, and Alaji Keguda Sise of Brikamaba Ward. They all describe the elections as a foregone conclusion, saying their records speak for them. They also said that they need more time to accomplish what they describe as unfinished business they have started. Few other soldiers, Adama Gulo Cham of Janin Ward and the outspoken Noah Jawara of Bansang, are first-timers. They argued that their presence is needed in the councils to coordinate the developments of their areas and give fresh blood to the councils. They also argued that the experience gathered sidelines of party activity is enough justification for them to join the political bandwagon. The rest to occupy nearly 2,000 seats in the Kuntaur and Janjamure area councils have also attracted two political novices, Mamadou Balde of Sare Sofi Ward and Basiru Sise of Katamina Ward. The two are the youngest aspirants and enter the political field to give young people a voice. According to the two who are fresh from school, they are motivated by their desire to contribute to the development of their wards. They are hoping that young people also have a crucial role to play in national development, as exemplified by the President of the Republic, His Excellency Sir Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya A.J. Jame, whom they see as their role model. Their nomination now paves the way for their participation in the elections slated for the 4th of April. They will now have to canvass for votes by traversing their wards to sell their programs and policies to the electorate, who will make the ultimate choice. The other political parties and independents are expected to follow their APRC counterparts the next 2 days. Mamadou Jallo, reporting from the IEC Regional Center, Janjambure, for GRTS.
While the nomination credentials of 14 other APRC candidates in the Upper River region were given a stamp of approval by the IEC, Ibrahim Bale was at the electoral body's URL office and reports 2 cabinet ministers were on hand to witness the exercise.
APRC party from 7 districts in the Upper River region this afternoon said they want to focus on development and consolidate the gains recorded by government in the area of infrastructure and agriculture to improve the living conditions of the people. In a highly politically charged environment characterized by motorbikes honking to attract the attention, the APRC supporters were in a jubilant mood as they flanked their candidates side by side to the IEC office for nomination. Speaking to GRTS shortly after their nomination endorsed by Ablai Jeng, IEC's returning officer, told the nominated councillors to abide by the rules and regulations governing the elections. He urged them to desist from anything that could endanger peace during the campaign and after the elections. As part of the procedures, the returning officer had to thoroughly verify the various documents required for the nomination process before giving it a clean bill of health. Such documents included tax clearance, supporting letter from the party under whose ticket the candidate is contesting, and the mandatory 75 signatures of registered voters card holders backing the candidate's nomination. After their nomination, the APRC councillors told me rehabilitation, back to the land call, and efficient and effective management of taxpayers' money will be the dominant theme in their campaign to win hearts and minds ahead of the April 4th local government elections. APRC liaison officers deployed at URR for the nomination Momodu Akibayo and Balagaba Jahumpa, who double as ministers of regional governments, lands and traditional rulers, and health and social welfare, expressed confidence that the APRC candidates are going to sweep the polls on April 4th. Bayo went down memory lane and cited the numerous development projects initiated by the APRC government, arguing that under the leadership of His Excellency Sir Professor Alhaji Dr. A.J. Jame, the Gambia has witnessed remarkable developments. Responding to the development concerns raised by the councillors, Honorable Balagaba Jahumpa urged the electorate to continue voting for the APRC for continued progress. The nomination was attended by Governor Alhaji Omar Khan, APRC National Assembly members in the Upper River Region, Sepolu, and hundreds of APRC militants. Ibrahim Balde, GRTS in Pate in the Upper River Region.
Well, we hope to bring you reports on today's nomination exercises for APRC candidates in other regions, including the Kanifi municipality, in our 10 o'clock news bulletin. The National Nutrition Agency, NANA, with support from UNICEF, has conducted a study on the nutritional status of children under the age of 5. Well, NANA, after the finalization of that exercise, met with its partners to share with them the findings captured in the report. Our Abdullah Baji witnessed the presentation ceremony.
Continues to be a cross-cutting issue that needs urgent actions to be addressed. Data collection is key to the successful implementation of any meaningful initiative. The National Nutrition Agency embarked on a data collection exercise aimed at knowing the nutritional status of the young, especially children under the age of 5. The data collection, which was done using the standardized monitoring and assessment of Relief Transition Relief SMART. The survey, which is made possible by technical and financial support from UNICEF, gave an overview of the nutritional status of the country. The task force committee met, which involves NANA officials, partners from the Gambia Bureau of Statistics, regional health workers and other officials, dwelled on the importance of the data collected and how it would help in addressing certain issues at national level. Delivering the welcoming remarks, the acting Deputy Executive Director of NANA, Malang Fufana, highlighted the importance attached to the data collected at the grassroots level, as it availed them the opportunity to know some of the issues happening at the grassroots. Partnership, he outlined, is key to progress, citing that data is paramount.
We at NANA believe that the only way forward is to ensure partnership and collaboration if we are to fight malnutrition. And to fight malnutrition, there is need for accurate and timely data. And the SMART survey provides us the accurate and timely data that is needed for our planning of nutrition interventions in the country.
The UNICEF country representative gave an in-depth of the overall objectives of the data collection survey. Nutrition, she said, is a health hazard that needs urgent actions to be addressed, thus describing the SMART toolkit as important to the findings and made the Gambia's nutritional data comparable to that of the other countries in the sub-region.
This survey was conducted in the Gambia from the 3rd of September to the 3rd of October 2012. The overall objective of the survey was to determine the prevalence of the nutritional status and mortality among children under 5 years old in the local government areas in the Gambia. Undertaking the SMART survey was a significant milestone in nutrition surveillance in the Gambia. It has provided data from a nationally representative sample and has made our nutrition data comparable to other countries in the West African region.
The report showed that the Gambia presently has a national global acute malnutrition, which shows boys more malnourished than the girls.
More significantly, it has provided data to assess the prevalence of global acute malnutrition per LGA. The result of the survey show that the Gambia, at the moment of the data collection, had a national global acute malnutrition prevalence of 9.9%, with more boys than girls being malnourished, and a prevalence of severe acute malnutrition of 1.2%.
For GRTS News, I am Abdullah Baji.
The Office of the Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly informs the general public that the annual state opening of the National Assembly, marking the beginning of the 2013 legislative year, is slated for Thursday, 28th March 2013 at 10 a.m. prompt at the National Assembly chambers in the Drive, Banjul. A media dispatch from the National Assembly states that His Excellency the President, Sheikh Professor Haji Dr. Yahya Ejije Jammeh, President of the Republic of the Gambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Gambia Armed Forces, shall perform the statutory opening as required by Section 77(1) of the 1997 Constitution of the Gambia. His Excellency the President released acts shall address the National Assembly on the Gambia government's development policy and programs, including government's plan for new legislation actions during the course of the 2013 legislative year. We'll be back with this and with